Okay, guys, I'm back. Got that call and everything. Get that out of the way. Finally! God.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Some action, jeez.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight. Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elda Menenskia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Its armor's too strong. Then split it open!
Be my guest.
Finish this! Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Here I go. One more.
Where are you going?
Mega Ray. Not in your dreams. Here I go. And again. Mega Ray. One. Come forth and helix of purity.
We're not ready.
Here I go. Very well. Astral energy. Full throttle. Get to the Here's a healing arc. See your aid. More for the stockpile. Mega Ray. Lock.
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Radiant light. Here.
Swallow dance!
Mega Ray. Security. Here we go. It's over. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so...
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, you're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries.
No choice.
Sleep now. Freeze. Mega Ray. These ones convert things around us. I never fail. Holy Lance. Mega Ray. Between heaven and earth. There. And a wailing divine savior.
Too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Mega Ray. Not on my watch.
Finish this.
Here's a healing arc.
First aid! Eat this!
The flames will roar.
In a vine?
This one's on
Now. Mega Ray. For the stockpile. Take the sword. And again. Mega Ray.
Burn in hell.
I can handle it. Here's a healing arc. First aid. Ice prison. Mega Ray.
Now I'm in the groove! All good
I'm only
things
getting
come to an
started.
end.
Dazzle.
I can carve through
Here I
armor!
go.
Take
Raging
this!
sword. Mega Ray.
Just getting started! No further!
This is it.
You're mine.
Mega Ray.
I'm on it!
Sleep now. Here's a healing arc. First aid. Where are you going?
I'm on a roll now!
Mega Ray.
It's time. Finish it.
Alvin. Astral energy.
Say no more! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Whoa!
Go! It's over! Hurricane! Mega Ray! Steel Force! Lightning Attack! Thunder Blade!
Armor won't save. I'll finish you here and now.
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara! Raging Storm! Dance in the wind! Eraser! A whirling
Ignite!
First aid! Wind! Here's the healing art! First floor! First aid!
I'm not done!
Where are you going? Steel! Mega
Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno!
Here I go! One more! Illuminate the
Ready for
Holy land! I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Healing circle! Wind heaven!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
There! Go! You're mine! Go!
Just getting started!
Think again!
Soaring right here!
Denied! Come forth! Healing! Reload!
Eat dirt!
Talon Hurricane!
Zephyr Rider!
Now I'm in the groove!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Time to burn! Here, let me help! First aid! Water! Here I call! More spray!
Now I'm in trouble!
Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! Here's a healing art! First aid!
Ignite!
That is fun! Mega Ray! Take that! Purge malevolence! Magic is there!
What's this? Leave the charges to me!
Eat this! Glacial speed! Denied!
Watch it!
Dude, I used this skill.
Here, let me help! First aid!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon! I'm just getting started!
Do it! The water mountain!
Dead, Jesus.
Astral
Man.
energy!
Say no more!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Go no further!
No, bring him down!
Not on my watch!
Watch it! That'll bring you down! I'll punch that gun out of your hand! Engaging! Armor won't save you!
Dance in the wind!
Burn in hell!
In here! There! Go! I'll heal you all!
Finish it!
Healing circle!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help!
There you are!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Vacuum blade!
Mega Ray!
Now or never!
You're mine! Mega Ray!
You see what happened there as you crossed it? Shouldn't have done that. The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Glacial Spear! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Glacial Spear! Here's the
This! Talon Hurricane!
Sleep now, then the
Not
sky
today.
is mine! More for the stockpile! Any injuries?
What's with that shining foe over there?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! No,
Swallow dance!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through. I'll finish you here.
They really don't give up, do they? Sleep now, Mega Ray! More for the stockpile! I never fit! Mega
Light burst forth!
Radiant Synergy! Here's a healing art!
Eat this!
The earth swells in pain.
Here's a healing art!
Flame inside me!
First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! I'll heal you all! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Not today!
Eat this! Freeze Lancer!
Run you through! You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it! Mega! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I can feel my power growing!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
What? Ah, another big guy.
Breeze. Get in, get out. Now you see what I can do.
Here, let me help! First aid!
Megasonic thrust!
Here, Mega Ray! I think I'll pass on the handshake. The water's blood, tidal wave! You're next! First aid! Here, let me help! Down and pure first aid! Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Meteor Storm! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Help this! I never fit!
You picked the wrong fight!
Mega Ray! Storm! Here goes!
Anything in armor is
I'll heal you all! Tunnel!
Explosive rain!
I really just getting started. Now you see what I can do.
Here! Mega Ray! Raging Storm! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang!
Inferno punch!
Raging
Flame
Cascade!
inside me! Yours to be let
Radiant!
free!
Here! Bam! Freeze Lancer!
This one's mine!
Damn it! Out of ammo! Zephyr Trident! Eagle Assault! Fierce Sweep! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
You're mine!
Here, let me help!
Take
that! Think again!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eagle Drive! That'll bring you down!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Will this help?
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
I really owe you one.
Not today!
I really owe you
Mega
one.
Ray!
This!
You're mine!
There you go!
Roll now!
Zephyr Trident! Scorch the
Go away!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Watch it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Armor won't save you!
Searing Flame! Reload!
All this shit comes to an end.
Severing Wind!
Mega Ray!
You're mine! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Big blast!
Oh,
Severing Wind!
Rain down! Here, let me help! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Now, it's over! Astral Energy! Full throttle! They really made us work for that one.
It's on! In a vine,
You require a hand.
I'm on!
Ready and here, let me help. First aid! Here's a hit the mark. It's like
This one's
anything.
mine.
First aid! Mega Ray! Where are you going? Now, Mega Ray! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Like that star beyond the darkest cloud! Glacial Spear! We pierce evil!
Station! You picked the wrong fight!
Freeze Blade!
Now you see what I can do!
Mega Ray! I can
Should have messed with me!
Here I go! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help! First aid! Shooting star!
I'll finish you here and now!
Do it! Go, Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
By the power of flame! Tornado with a big waterfall!
Nice job, group.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hi, Hoodle! Confiscated! In between heaven and earth!
To be let down.
A whale's nest!
Really?
Then you leave me down!
Take this!
Shattering pieces! In a bind?
Far beyond the darkest sky! I come! You're mine!
Ignite!
Mega Ray! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Here's a healing arc!
Megasonic thrust!
Light Astral Energy! Raging Cascade! There!
Burn in hell!
Mega Ray! There! Go!
away!
I'm only getting started!
Take this!
Mega Ray! Mega Ray!
Do it! Severing wing!
These fists have got your name on them!
Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Out of our way!
Damn, so many.
There you are!
You think that shield will save you? Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I never fit!
These fists have got your name on them!
Mega Ray! Illuminate the top! Go! Mega Ray!
Ignite!
Do it! Ridwell! Astral Energy! Full throttle! Here, let me help! First aid! Here's a healing arc! First aid! In here! Mega Ray!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Will this help? Do it! Healing circle! Just with the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Ah!
Select!
Sword Rain Alpha! Onward and upward.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alvin.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imeris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
I don't mind if you
What's
kill her.
wrong with
It's
her?
just annoying.
She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Wait. This is a boss battle? But they didn't give me the replenish CP point.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to get those noodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogle, then we get some answers.
Mega Ray! Here's a
Stay away
healing
from my
arc!
friend!
First aid!
Wow, Renwell. Can't dodge shit, huh?
One more!
Raining slash! This one's all mine!
Here! Here's a healing arc! Primed and red! Here, let me help! Lightning First aid!
I owe you one.
Here's a healing
Ignite!
arc! That'll bring you down! Scorch Bear! Titan's burn! Blazing Beam! Here's evil!
Do the demon thing!
Freeze Lancer!
First strike!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Far enough!
There you go! Mega Ray! There!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Eat dirt!
Mega Ray! Ice Prison!
Here I come! No escape! Sword rain
Here's a
alpha!
healing arc!
Blew away!
First aid!
Eternal devastation!
Mega Ray! Don't leave me! First aid! Ghost Purge, Maleficent! Primed and ready! See? Here's a healing arc! I'll be saving First aid! I never miss! I'm on it! More where that came from! Mega Ray! Ready to go!
I'll smash you!
Watch him!
Demon phase!
Now! Very well! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! The flames will roar! Burning! Mega Ray! Magic is there! Air thrust! A whirling struggle!
Dodge.
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Illuminate the dark! Will this help? Now, healing circle! Here's a healing arc!
You picked the wrong fight!
Dodge! Dodge, you bitch! Oh my god.
First aid! Here's a healing art!
Do without
First
this
aid!
pain!
Here, let me help!
You shouldn't have messed with me.
First aid!
Armor won't save you!
Illuminate the sword! Here's a healing art! A chain between heaven and earth!
Watch it!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Let me help! First aid! Here, let me help! Where are you going? It's weakened!
This ends now!
Come forth! Healing circle! Steering! Far enough! Reload! Mega ray!
Just getting started! Eat dirt!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Blow away!
Here I go! Will this help? First force! Healing circle! I'll heal you all! I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away. Back into the fray! All dead!
Hey,
Let me
you
help.
okay?
Still do
Let
this!
me help. A wailing... Seal! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here, let me help. Raging storm! More with that! Here goes! Here, let me help. First aid! In here! Here, let me help. It's about to flame!
Look sharp, everyone!
It's too much.
Here, let me help. Wind I won't give up.
Fuck!
Stay away from my friend! Sword Alpha!
Jesus Christ, man. Immediately you see me bottle, you piece of shit.
Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. First aid! Here, let me help. First aid!
Not today!
I'll run you through! Mega
Smash you!
Here, let me help. First aid! Here's a healing art. Rain down and
Here I come! First strike!
let the marksman handle this. First aid! Here, let me help. Meteor! I never sick. Pain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning. Mega ray! Now in the
The wind-ups are so short.
Now it's just her!
Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
And
you can't atone. I know it hurts to hear. Forgive.
So I just...
No, not for those...
For those...
Kisara's...
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make...
Only fixing...
That's right.
I can
Don't
care
forget,
about
we've still
like
got a
character
mystery to
development for
solve.
Dobeline,
The
man. I
Forbidden
just
Zone,
don't like him.
remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
What?
Alton!
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
What?
I just need a little time.
Is this the end?
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that?
I am merely entertaining the possibility.
Okay, more to...
Whatever it was, it survived here intact.